Hi there, and thanks for joining me today. I want to talk about fatherhood and a quote from Peter Attia about why do you want to get fit in the first place? Why do you want to have a long life? And what is your why? Well, my why is the children, the family. So what I want to do today is go through an interview style with Ember from ChatGDP.
Fatherhood is the role of being a father, encompassing the biological, emotional, and social responsibilities of raising and guiding a child. It is more than just providing for a family. It is about nurturing, protecting, and preparing children for the world. In a modern Western context, fatherhood typically includes protector, ensuring the safety and well being of the child, provider, offering financial and emotional stability, guide, teaching values, discipline, and life skills. Emotional anchor, being a source of love, support, and encouragement. Role model, demonstrating integrity, resilience, and responsibility. Fatherhood evolves over time, shifting from hands on caregiving in early years to mentoring and supporting independence as children grow. It's a lifelong commitment shaped by love, sacrifice, and personal growth. Let's start simple. What does being a father mean to you?
So, what does fatherhood mean to me? Well, over the years, I've never actually given it that much thought. I didn't become a father until I was 50 years old, and I didn't particularly want children prior to that, or not want children. My ex-wife was dead against having children, and I was okay with that. Um, it was only really after my divorce that I really just started to think, well, what could happen? Where's my life going? And I met a new partner, and after a while, we decided that yeah, if we would either have children or split up, and we had children. So now I've got three kids, a girl, a, and two boys, and fatherhood has been a real adventure and a revelation for me. I really like being a father. I think that it's the right time of my life. The first one being born at 50, and I'm now 60. Being an older dad has helped me enormously. I think I would never have been able to cope when I was younger, and I can see now that over my life I've actually been quite selfish, very self-centered, and that's changed. I think that the family and the kids have saved me. They've given meaning to my life. I've kind of lost my way one or two times. 9/11 really shook me up a bit and had me thinking about what the whole purpose of life is. And then I had a bit of a midlife crisis, which led to me getting sacked and also divorcing my wife. So they are a big thing now and have really saved me. And I really appreciate that in the kids and in my wife.
That's a big shift in life experience, going from not having strong feelings about children to becoming a father later in life. What was it like adjusting to that change? Did fatherhood turn out the way you expected, or did anything surprise you?
I had very little real idea what being a father would be like. Um, made me think a lot about what my own father was like, and I'll cover that in a different video. But it has been a huge learning curve. I wish I'd read more books about it while my wife was pregnant. And Bergman's book, I wish I had that prior to even starting the journey. But everything is, everything I think is going well. I think I am a good father. I hope that my kids would agree with that. I do try every day to make a connection with them. And I have been reading quite a bit about how to raise a child, about psychology and child development. And that's actually brought forward quite a few thoughts about my own development and has helped me understand myself. So it's been a huge learning experience. And as the kids have got older, when they're very small, I mean babies, I think I didn't quite relate to them very well. But when they start to talk and you can hold a conversation, and they're more mobile, and you can take them places and tell them things, and get some sort of real positive reaction from them, then they become little people, and looking after little people is something which is is really is a big joy.
How has being a father changed your perspective on life compared to how you saw things before?
Well, there's been quite a profound shift in my attitude. I used to be able to do whatever I wanted, could spend money, go places. I had no real restrictions. I had a good job and a supporting wife who had the same sort of values and liked to do the same things as me. And I also had my own private life as well, and that's a whole other story. But now with the kids, I've got sort of a legacy, a future. I've passed on my selfish genes, and it's given my life meaning. But at the same time, now that I'm 60, it's also given me a view that I've got a finite life, and this it's just not going to stretch out into the future. Um, when I'm 80, the kids are going to be 20, 20, 30-ish. That's a good a good age for them to be independent and left home. So I see my main job as getting them ready for their own lives, and getting them out the house as successful, independent adults. And that's changed my view on what I want for myself as well, because reading Peter Attia's book about longevity, about healthspan, about how you have the inevitable decline in your health in your 60s, and then your 70s, and it's things just fall off a cliff. And that's something which is particularly worrying for me. I don't want to be a burden on my kids. I want to be there for them, not the other way around. So it's really changed my whole perspective right now about what does fitness and health mean to me. It used to be self-centered, but now it's more about how can I keep myself fit and healthy to look after the family, look after the kids, and still have lots of fun with them over the years that are to come.
That's a big shift from career driven to family first. It sounds like a difficult transition at times, but ultimately, you seem at peace with the choice. Do you ever miss the ambition and drive you had for work? Or does your sense of purpose feel stronger now in family life?
Work and family is actually a great question, because up until I was 50, work was everything. My career was going well. Well, it was recovering. I would say my career was going well up until 9/11, and then mental health issues has actually held me back from my full potential. But I think that having kids has actually ruined my career to some extent. When Poppy was born, I really focused more on the family, more on the kids, and that's been the case ever since. And my drive to actually succeed at work has gone completely. Work now is just a job. I had actually intended to retire at 50, but getting divorced and meeting my new wife and having a family happened instead. But I think that now I'm working just because I think it's good for the family for me to be working, being a role model for the kids regarding work rather than being retired. I was effectively retired after being made redundant from my job, but I've taken another job, and it's got a good life-work balance, and all the people in my team have got families, so they understand, and it's working out really well. It is a limited contract, so it does have a finite life, and I actually resigned this year, but they persuaded me to stay for another year. I think that work is second place now. It's covering the cost. It's helping with my transition from work to retirement, and I've got less responsibility now and less pressure, so it's working out really well. the family definitely changed my whole attitude towards work. Uh, but I think it's the right time for me. I'm at the end of my career anyway, and I I am rather fortunate that I haven't got to the end of my career and stopped work and suddenly the losing the meaning from my life. The meaning from my life is come from having the family and the children, and that has supplanted work completely. I wouldn't mind giving up work now. And I think that a lot of people spend so much time in their careers and work, and that being sort of the center point of their life. Then they get to 60, 70, and they don't have work anymore. They struggle. I don't think I'm going to struggle at all. I think that I'll be able to, you know, really just enjoy bringing up the kids when I give up work completely. And the kids and the family will be my main job. And I'm really looking forward to that new job indeed.
That's a great place to be, fully present for your family while keeping work in its proper place. It sounds like you've built a life that aligns with your values. Looking ahead, what do you hope to pass on to your kids, whether in lessons, experiences, or values?
Well, that's a huge topic, and I have been giving it a lot of thought. And what I'm going to do is read a number of books and put together a list of rules of life for the kids and talk them over with them, and also do individual videos on each one as I think about it and leave video messages for the kids. Help them when they're older because I don't know when I'm going to expire. But I hope that people will also listen to them as well and maybe get a bit of help on YouTube. And for the really private ones, I hope that the family find them on my hard drive when I'm gone. But I don't want to cover that too much. My next video will cover the 100 rules by Simon Templar, his book, and I'll give you some views on what that means. So let's leave it there for today.
It's clear that your experiences, both past and present, have shaped the way you approach being a dad with real thought and commitment. Looking forward to continuing the discussion another time. Take care, Brian.
And want to thank you for joining me, and I'll catch you next time.